At 6:14 p.m., Elijah Moore walked into the police station because he thought it would help. A gas station clerk had been attacked 2 blocks from his apartment. Elijah lived nearby. That was enough to put his name on a list. Just a few questions, the officer said. Elijah was 21, no criminal record, a part-time warehouse job. He believed that honesty still mattered. They took his phone. They shut the door. The first 2 hours were calm, routine questions. Where were you? Who do you live with? Do you know the victim? Then the tone shifted. They told him witnesses had placed him at the scene. They didn't show the statements. They said his phone data didn't match his story. They didn't show that either. Elijah denied everything. Hour 4. You don't remember because you were panicking. Hour 6. Accidents happen. People forgive accidents. Hour 8. You're looking at decades if you keep lying. They didn't hit him. They didn't shout. They did something quieter. They repeated themselves. They kept him awake. They offered water, then forgot. They told him the evidence was overwhelming, then told him this was his last chance to explain himself. By hour 10, Elijah stopped correcting them. By hour 11, he stopped trusting his own memory. What if he had been there? What if he blacked out? What if they already knew the truth? At 6:32 a.m., a typed statement slid across the table. You don't have to read every word, the detective said. Just confirm what we discussed. Elijah hesitated. This goes easier if you cooperate. He nodded. Yes. That single word locked everything in place. At trial, the confession was played aloud. Calm voice, clear sentences, no mention of exhaustion, no video of the hours before it. The jury listened. The prosecution rested. The defense argued pressure, confusion, coercion. But the judge reminded them, Elijah had spoken voluntarily. The verdict came back guilty. He was sentenced to 18 years. 3 years later, a public defender reopened the case. Security footage surfaced from a closed warehouse across the street. The attacker was visible, taller, heavier, a limp Elijah never had. The confession unraveled in minutes. The release paperwork took months. When Elijah stepped outside the prison gates, he didn't raise his arms. He didn't smile. He looked tired. 12 hours of questioning had taken 3 years of his life. A single word, said when he was too exhausted to fight, had outweighed every fact. The system never apologized. The detectives never faced discipline. And the question no one answered was the simplest one. If saying yes under pressure can sound this convincing, how many other voices are we still believing?